up, everyone? This is Ashley, your community manager for Skyreacher, formerly known as Build the Sky Island or High Realms. This is episode 27 of Ash's Noob to Pro adventure. Our main goals are basically to talk about all things cooking, all food, using the cooking station, using the campfire. We're going to craft every recipe there is. First, check out the mailbox. This was added in the update that came out on Saturday. You can buy your own from Gideon in the shop in the Citadel for 1 million points. Ash's account was nice enough to send me some shrimp so we could do this video. As I was prepping, I realized I didn't have any, and I didn't want to fish forever, so I was lazy. Anyway, welcome to Cooking 101. This is going to be a lot of talking, so grab a beverage and a snack and sit back and relax. First, we're gonna get into the first food that you really get exposed to in the game, and that's bread. So let's make it. So first, you gotta come over here and make dough, which uses 3 wheat. And we'll craft a bunch. We're gonna need it. Then you take your dough over to the campfire, and you drop it in. Make sure you have fuel. You can have coal. You can have wood. You can have, there's so many things that you can use as fuel. I'm gonna let this go for just a minute. Give us 5 bread. And take that out. Alright, so bread heals for 6 hit points. And like I said, bread is like the first thing that you get exposed to. You make dough for Jake in the tutorial, and then he gives you bread as a reward. I think Maya gives you some bread as a reward. So it's basically the first thing that you get access to. Let's see. Tomatoes would be the next kind of item that you unlock after wheat. And you can make spaghetti with tomatoes. You need 3 wheat and 3 tomatoes, and you can craft spaghetti. And spaghetti heals for 10 hit points. So that's a little bit of an improvement. Let's see. Corn would be next. And corn has a lot of fun stuff. But most of the corn stuff is done over here in the campfire. So if you add corn to the campfire, you are going to get corn on the cob. And then if you add your corn on the cob to the campfire, see what happens? You're going to get popcorn. So corn on the cob, I totally meant to look at that before we stopped. So corn on the cob heals for 6 hit points, just like bread. But if you turn it into corn, let me close that. Man, turn it into popcorn, it heals for 11 hit points. So even better, right? And then you can also make cornbread in the cooking station. And cornbread heals for 12 hit points. It needs 1 bread and 3 corn. Next up, strawberries. So a lot of people stop their cooking journey at strawberries. Strawberry pie heals for 40 hit points, and it is super easy to crank out at a high quantity. So it's great for grinding. But let's make one just so you can see what you need. So for strawberry pie, we need dough and we need 5 strawberries. So if you set yourself up with 1 wheat underling and 1 strawberry underling, you're going to pretty much have unlimited strawberry pies at your disposal. So it's a really smart one to grind at. Potato is next on our list of seeds that you would unlock as we go on our journey. The first thing I'm going to talk about is frozen fries. Frozen fries only heal for 1 hit point, but that's not where they shine. You drop your frozen fries over here into the cooking stage, or the campfire, and you're going to get yourself some real French fries, and those heal for 12 hit points. You can also drop a potato in the campfire, and you will get yourself a baked potato, which heals for 6 hit points. If you really want to bang for your buck with potatoes, mashed potatoes, crafting 3 mashed potatoes makes you mashed potatoes, which heals for 12 hit points. Let's craft one of those. Next on our unlock list would be white mushrooms. And you can make mushroom risotto with that, and that heals for 10 hit points. It takes 2 wheat and 3 mushrooms. Um, Watermelon is the last of the main crops that you can unlock. And you can craft watermelon slices with 2 watermelons, and they heal for 15 hit points. A lot of people, I want to stop here. Since those were the main crops, stop here for a second and talk about so crafting all of those in your early days. If you're grinding whatever crop you're grinding, come over to your cooking station and turn them out into their food item, and then take their food item to the NPC and sell it for coin. It's a really beneficial way to earn coin until you can get to level 30 and unlock the evolved blocks. So I do recommend that. Next on our cooking journey, though, we're going to talk about pumpkins. Pumpkins were added to the game when the Darkfang Mire came out, Halloween of last year, 2024. Pumpkins can give you pumpkin pie and pumpkin bread. So here's pumpkin pie. It needs 2 pumpkins and one dough, and it heals you for 25 hit points. And then pumpkin bread, you need the same 2 pumpkins and this time 1 bread instead of dough, and that heals for 30 hit points. So that's a decent amount. Then candy canes. So candy canes were introduced during the holiday season of 2024. You could get peppermint seeds from Christmas stockings. Now you can get peppermint seeds from Harl in the Arctic, and you can have your own candy cane farm. You can craft candy canes by taking 10 peppermint, and you get 1 candy cane, and it heals for 30 hit points. You can use this when you have unlocked level 10 in peppermint. That's pretty decent heal for low effort. I want to cover beverages now. So all 3 of these recipes were introduced to the game when we added the Arctic. So first up is coffee. There's 2 versions of coffee. You can have hot coffee, which heals for 40, or cold or iced coffee, which heals for 42. And I don't have any water buckets. My bad. So we need water buckets to make these. So you come over to your forge, and I don't have any buckets either. Oh, fail. I don't even think I have an iron underling going right now. Let's check over here. Do I have iron? My bad. Anyways, you craft buckets here. You need 8 iron ingots, and then you can go out to the citadel or the forest or anywhere there's water and fill them up. And then you can come over here and craft your coffee. So hot coffee just needs the bucket and coffee beans. And iced coffee, you also need an ice block, which you can get from fishing in the Arctic, or Pequins drop them a lot. Like you stand there for 10 minutes and you're going to get a pretty decent stack of ice blocks. The last beverage is tea. So Aether tea, you need 4 Aether leaves and 2 cryo goo, and you can get cryo goo from killing cryo cubes. So that covers beverages. Now we're going to talk about fish. So you can do a lot of things with fish. The first 2 recipes I'm going to show you involve using the campfire. So I keep hitting my mailbox on accident. All right, so the first one is grilled tilapia. So grilled tilapia heals for 10 points. It just needs 1 tilapia. And the other one is shark steak. So you put your tiger shark into the campfire and you get shark steak, and that does heal you for 50 points. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good one. I forgot to mention that the Aether tea. Oh, that went into my stash. My bad. The Aether tea heals you for 60 hit points. I believe it is the highest healing item that is obtainable in the game. Birthday cake was 100, but that was a limited item, so you can't craft those anymore. But I did want to touch on them a little bit. The last 2 items we're going to craft are in the cooking station. And the first one we needed that shrimp for. Shrimp scampi heals you for 12 hit points. And then the other one, this one was added with the Arctic. It is called Granny's Stew. If you played Spirit Guides, it's a little bit of a callback to that. But you need 5 carrots, 1 lake trout, 5 potatoes, 5 tomatoes, and 2 wheat. And Granny's famous stew, I believe, heals you for 40 hit points. It does not say on the tooltip there, but I do have. I think I have it in my spreadsheet. Yeah, 40 hit points. So if you've crafted every item with me, then you also completed 2 collections and earned yourself 2 planifier units. Um, sorry, clicking the wrong things. Under here, under food, if you crafted all of this with me, you got 1 planifier unit, and then all of these items as well got you a planifier unit. I covered planifier units in episode 15, but as a reminder, it works like looting but for farming. And it's especially useful because it is the only way to get bonus pumpkin seeds. Well, I thank you all so much for joining me for episode 27. I realize this was an epic ton of information. So if you have a question, feel free to comment below. And I think I'm going to wrap up this series with this episode. For now, I will, of course, add new episodes as the game develops, just like the episode that I put out on Monday with the Halloween update. So, as updates come, I will be doing new episodes. And if there is any questions, anybody has any tips that you think I should have covered, drop that in the comments below, and maybe I'll put together a whole like noob to pro tips from the community type video. But I'm pretty sure we're all pros now at this stage in the game. We've covered every topic there is to cover. Uh, but I appreciate you all taking this noob to pro journey with me, and I will see you guys next time in an update or whatever comes forward. Bye.